Hello, and welcome, friends, guests, fellow catstronauts, here with us live on Twitch and whenever you're watching this later on YouTube. I'm Ben, your DM for the evening, also known as Meta Mongoose over on the Crit Cats Discord, and tonight I'm running a game of Spelljammer with my friends and fellow Star Chasers. With me tonight is Nick, playing the Elven Star Druid Rothamir, Caleb, playing the Human Psy Warrior Fighter Victor, and PB playing the Harengon Soul Knife Rogue Decanawida. When last we left our adventurers, you had acquired the Astral Compass, you had plotted a course to the Blazing Isles, a collection of weirdly volcanic floating planetoids in the Garden system. Having flown there, you navigated several issues, dodging blackrift soldier ships, dealing with some void gulls that were both creepy and loud, and narrowly avoided a large volcanic eruption to land on the largest of the islands in the chain, a tropical island shaped planetoid. The blackrift soldiers had, it looks like, ensconced themselves on the far side of the planetoid island and had set up like a large blockade there. You set up on a small cove nearby where you ran into a weird elf, palish gray of skin, glittering star freckles under her veiled face covering, and a couple of blackrift guards who you basically beat up and left either dead or tied up at your landing zone, and then wandered off into the woods to go find the missing star piece. From there, you explored the forest some, met some lizards, saw some things, broke a rock, magical glowing rock. Luckily, it did not explode. And also found the map and the corpse of Shirak. So now you can get to Crimson Kate's treasure. Or at least you have a map that points you to another place where you could possibly get to, it's a multi-step process, this weird treasure finding. It's never as direct as you would like.
Step 1, find map. Step 2, find map to other map.
Right. But after all of your exploring, you decided to make your way up the volcano, because that is kind of where the astral compass was pointing, leading you to believe that the fallen star piece was in fact in the volcano proper. You found yourselves on the side of the volcano in an area that had some interesting features. It looked like somebody had been cultivating a kind of like drift pool of sorts. There are lots of weird, like anemones and various other bits and pieces just kind of sitting there growing, corals and things. And then there's a bunch of caves up the hillside. When we left off there, you had kind of crossed the floating rocks to get closer to the cave when a bolt of some kind of physical piercing object came flying out of the cave and almost hit Deck right in the face, but missed him, going right between his ears. So let me pull you into that map real quick, and we will resume from where we left off.
I'm a purple rabbit.
You are still purple. Let's see, are we all here?
Yep.
Looks like we are. All right, let me move us to an initiative real quick. You can all roll initiative.
Should probably pull my character sheet.
Oh, that's balls.
You rolled a 1.
Don't worry, I'll make it for it. It's an 8.
Still going faster than me.
All right. Well, Rothamir, you are, it looks to be first on the initiative chain.
Okay.
You were following, or at least trying to keep pace with Deck, who has not rushed into this so much as since he has learned that rushing into things may involve invisible beetle attacks. But as you guys were approaching the cave, you were, shocked to see a bolt kind of fly out of the darkness to visit you guys.
Let's be realistic. Learned for deck is a very strong term.
That's also true.
I wouldn't exactly go that far.
It's a process.
Yes.
Nick has decided for today that he will wait until he knows there aren't bugs.
Well, bugs can't fire arrows, so we should be good.
As far as you know.
Ah, damn it.
So, I really can't see anything too far into this cave, even with the low light vision.
You can see as far as your character can see. Now, if you'd like to move closer into the cave to see possibly more things, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, we're going to...
but that's... what you can currently see is what you can currently see.
Gonna try to do that.
Okay.
And hey, there's a person in here.
There is. When you get closer, your vision can detect the shape of an individual, but it is not normal. There is a kind of humanoid shape, but it's also got like a large, almost bulbous top. It looks like... Really? A picture something? Alright. It looks like this. Possibly a man wearing a giant horseshoe crab on his back.
Alrighty then. We mean no harm. I'll kind of just say into the cave.
Okay.
And,
he takes your pronouncement of not meaning harm and fires a crossbow shot at you for a obscene amount of damage. Basically, it's actually not a crossbow so much as he kind of like lowers his head and a spine shoots out of the horseshoe crab at you for an obscene amount of damage.
Good.
So that happened.
Is it my turn? Sorry.
Yes, it is now your turn.
Well, I saw that.
Also, he moves further back into the cave.
Well, I saw that dart fly at Rothamir, right?
You did. It's probably still lodged in Rothamir.
Possibly.
I'll rush in a bit. Do I see him?
The good news, Rothamir, is the spine that is sticking out of you. You can feel a poisonous ichor attached to it, but you do not appear to have been poisoned by it.
Good.
Moving, 30. So is that what that for 30 feet?
Yep.
It was 30 feet. I don't see him, do I?
You do not. He seems to have moved.
But chase him. I don't know if There's like nothing beyond that wall from.
Yeah, because you're a human and it's dark in here.
Oh well. Crap. So lighting a torch of action, or what is it?
It'd be an interacting with an object, so yeah. Are you... I assume you're not using a shield then? Or a sword? Because it takes a hand to use a torch.
I've already used my move action and my standard action.
Right.
So.
No, I mean, like, you can pull out a torch and light it. That's fine. That's just interacting with an object. We can light a torch for you. I just want to know which hand you're using it in. Your shield hand or your sword?
My sword hand.
Okay. So you kind of put away your sword and pull out a torch and light it?
Yeah.
Okay. You have lit a torch. You can now see further into the cave.
All right.
It looks like up ahead it splits in a couple of directions.
Okay.
All right. Deck, what do you do?
Seeing everyone run in, Deck is going to use full movement plus bonus action dash to get here.
Okay.
I don't see anybody.
You do not. You also see up ahead, it looks like the passageway splits two ways.
Okay. I'm going to ready an attack action by having the side blade created in my right hand. And as soon as I see this guy, or I guess as soon as I see anybody other than an ally, I'm going to chuck it towards them.
Okay.
And I'll end my turn.
All right. Ash comes over and is like, Rothamir, you need to not be dying. I have her spell list here. I'm going to target you with a healing word. Hopefully.
That word is...
And that word is, please get better.
Just don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die.
She pulls the spine out of you and just like, this needs to stop bleeding. And it stops bleeding.
Well, thank you. And
but now we're back at the top of the chain with you.
well, I'm
Your allies have wandered into the cave with the person who you know was deadly enough to almost kill you.
yeah.
And it's dark in there. It's okay, they have a torch. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Torch, don't fail me now.
Ooh. So let's see here. I thought I was going to have to heal myself, but I am not as dead, but I do not want to be hit by that anymore. So I will kind of carefully make my way in.
Okay.
That's
And-
You also see ahead where the passageway kind of splits.
Okay. I am just going to ready the bow in case I need something, or in case something pops out that I need to shoot.
Seems good.
Guys, don't let those barbs hit you. It is not pleasant.
All right. Victor, it's your turn.
I guess I'll move. Make sure. What? Okay, now I'm really scared.
You don't know what the other guy did.
Yeah.
It's dark. All right. You have made it to this intersection. You can either continue south or go more easterly. If you want to see possibly if you can determine which direction your prey went, that will require a roll, a survival check or an investigation check.
I'll do the investigation, I guess.
Okay.
It's not better for me. Roll there.
You are fairly positive that your quarry went east.
You can see
you can see like a footprint or two, and then like a scratch in the dirt that looks like the spined tail of a giant horseshoe crab kind of dragging behind it.
Now this might be I probably should have done this earlier instead of the torch. I have a bullseye lantern. Can I light the bullseye lantern and hook the bullseye lantern to my belt?
If you do that, you will not be able to guarantee which direction it is pointing. Because as your hips move, it too will move.
Yeah.
And we all know your hips don't lie.
True. That's how it goes.
Well.
Shakira.
Fine, I'll keep the torch. I will move right up here and Wolfrothmere deck.
Okay. As you move there, you hear the scrape of metal on stone coming further ahead of you to the east.
Do we still have decks like MindLink set up? Or?
Sure. I'll say it's still active.
Yeah, we did.
Right.
Because he had it like going for like 4 hours or something last time that
Yep.
he activated it.
I will inform Deck that he is somewhere down the south entrance, and I hear the scraping of metal as well.
Got it. I'll pass that information. I think I was linked up with Sylvana. I don't think I was linked up with Rothmere.
Okay.
So I'll pass that along to Sylvana as well.
Okay. She will plan accordingly. It is now your turn, Deck.
All right, 30 feet up would put me right there. I'm gonna go ahead and light my own torch and hold it in my offhand.
Okay.
Touch
And
torches.
Gink.
You're like, light me.
And then bonus action dash. Go 15 feet forward. Do I see anything?
You see again, the passage splits, either continues east or moves south.
Can I get a idea of which way they
a
went?
survival roll or an investigation roll will be necessary.
So, skill, survival.
You think it continues east.
I think it keeps going east, guys. And I'm saying that in my head. And I'm gonna go the full distance here. Huh?
You detect someone.
I'm gonna ready that. I'm gonna keep having that side blade in my right hand. If I get a glimpse of this guy, immediate chucking it.
Okay. Rothamir?
Okay. I am gonna move
I guess
over here.
we'll move Savannah in here as well. Or not? Yeah. Anything
That's
else?
about. I'm gonna just kind of move in a little bit closer.
All right.
That's where I'll stay.
Seems good. Deck. Someone would like to have a word with you.
All right. Well, as soon as he came into view, I would have tossed it.
Go ahead. You can go ahead and target him.
Uh,
Go for it.
Sure. Target. Boop. And side blade, main hand.
Ooh,
22 to hit, so that's
you got him.
5.
You
And
slice into him a little bit with your blade.
and no sneak attack because
Correct.
he knew I was there. All right. Sounds good.
He comes at you with a sword.
Okay. I'm down.
Holy shit.
He swings real hard out of the shadows. You got to scratch in, but then he kind of like runs you through a little bit.
Yep. Dex down for the count.
The two of you see that happen. Deck, I need a... Or no, it's Victor's turn. Sorry. Victor, you see that happen.
I'm gonna run up between my... oh, there's no... There, okay, there. I'm gonna... On my way here, I'm gonna drop my torch. Just like somewhere over here and pull out my sword.
Okay.
And I'm going to whack him. Really, preferably really hard. Well, no, I'm going to shove him first.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
He failed his save. You did shove him. What would you like to do?
Knock him prone.
All right.
I'm gonna... I believe it is alt to roll with Manta Dragon.
Is he marked as prone?
No, but you hit him either way.
Well, let's roll for crit. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that.
You're good.
Oh,
I know which one worked.
yeah. Well, you know, I'll just keep it, and I will use my action.
Okay. So you knock him kind of on the back, and he kind of falls over. Horseshoe crab's side down. You can see that the horseshoe crab is actually alive because he falls on the back of it. Like the little grabby arms of the horseshoe crab are like around his waist, and they kind of like twitch a little bit and like lock back into place.
That's terrifying.
But anyway, that happened. Deck, I need a death save from you. It's successful. That's good. Rothamir, your companions are in trouble.
And since I'm the only one who can heal
Obano
tonight,
will also move down here and eventually be able to help out a little bit.
I have a choice between trying to hold a person or heal a deck, and I think I have an easier choice. Gonna get over here. Target a deck. There we go. And we shall cure a wound. I should still have a first level spot on this.
Probably.
Because the guiding bolts don't take up from my spell slots. So I should still have at least 2 of those.
Weird.
It's so weird.
Hold on a second.
There we go.
Yeah.
Let's see if that will.
There we go.
I healed 5. I'm alive.
Yes. The breath of life comes back to you.
The feeling of horrific pain.
Anything else, Rothamir?
Not yet.
Okay. This guy is going to kind of roll back into a standing position, pulling his blade up in front of him, and he's going to look at you specifically, as you were the one who talked to him before, and demand, why are you blackrift soldiers destroying this island?
We're not blackrift. Those guys are jerks. We've killed lots of them.
I heard you outside. You have an army. You said so.
Oh shit, that's right. I did say that. Oops.
We thought we were being followed by them. You're looking at the army, pointing to Victor.
Just point at Victor. He's the only one we got. Make for me a persuasion roll. Wow, that was almost terrible, and it turned out to be really good.
With our high charisma party.
I know.
I know.
I love having the moderate to low charisma party do all these social checks. It's great. But he looks at you kind of questioningly, like he's not sure if he can trust you. And then kind of puts his sword away and he goes, "If you're not Blackrift, then who are you?"
We are members of the adventure. We are. We're looking for a star piece. I'm trying to curry favor.
Curry favor with who?
Oh, this guy. Like, I'm trying to be honest with him, so he's not gonna.
I mean, yeah, that would require you to say things.
Yeah.
With who?
Huh? Well, we're trying to curry favor. I didn't mean it that way. So it's like, okay. I didn't mean to say curry. Yeah, I meant curry favor with him, but like, I'm trying to be honest with him.
Oh, okay. So who? If you're not Blackrift, who do you work for?
The Adventurers Guild? Ourselves? Somewhere in between?
Hold on. I think I have a name here. Okay, 1 second. Actually, let's pull up the Discord.
About this time, while you're having that, there's a miniature tremor in the ground. Probably volcanic activity. And the man with the sword looks and goes, "It's not safe to talk here. Follow me." And he heads further into the cave.
Follow. Pick up my torch.
Following
Follow, I should
suit.
say.
I'll limp along behind. Yeah.
And then he heads to this little cove here, little cave structure. It is. It looks like it's like a pieced together hovel. There are lots of little trinketry things tacked to the wall here. Lots of like bits of what probably came from all the broken ships and whatnot. He sits down next to a small urn and pulls out a little sea urchin, a bright orange colored sea urchin, and tosses it to Deck. And he goes, "It's for your wounds."
How does it work?
It's a suppository.
The Infernus urchin.
As soon as I hear Victor say it's a suppository, I give him a look and then go and start reaching back.
The spines of the Infernus urchin have a medicinal poison in them. They will heal you.
Oh. So like, do I rub it on me, or?
It helps to pierce the skin, but yes.
Okay. Pierce the skin.
You like you poke yourself with it?
Yeah.
When you poke yourself with one of the spines, you feel the sea urchin kind of contract a little bit, injecting you with like this warm, fuzzy kind of feeling numbness, and you can feel like your wounds begin to kind of clot up and heal. And the sea urchin itself goes from an orange to like a gray, and you heal 2 hit points.
As soon as I feel it go through my body, Deck will go, that's a little better. Thank you. And I'll toss it back to him.
He just sets it in the urn. You hear like a little splash from the water inside. He goes, I'm Valisto, a resident, a current resident of this island.
How long have you been on this island for?
My ship crashed here 3 years ago. I was sent by the merchant princes of Slew to find a piece of fallen star.
Oh wait, did you find it?
I did not.
Oh.
But I've since learned that it doesn't matter. Working for them was troubles enough, and living here these last 3 years have given me time to reconsider my life. I don't seek these things anymore.
What do you mean by what do you mean by it didn't matter? Just because you don't want to look for it anymore?
I don't. I found peace here on this island.
Oh, well, hey, sorry we kind of broke into your house, like tried to attack you or something, but like, you kind of hurt us first.
You did claim you were blackrift soldiers first.
No, I never said blackrift.
They are the only ones on this island with an army.
Well, I may have embellished a little bit about our numbers. You see, I got a lying problem.
He does.
Yeah. And I was trying to intimidate them so that they wouldn't come out and ambush us. But you see, it's really only the 4 of us. We're just trying to find this star piece that's here in this volcano and bring it back to the Adventurers Guild.
Our guess is
if extricating the star piece from this island Ignika will allow the spirits to rest, then that would be helpful.
Yeah, I mean, like, if we get it out of here, maybe Blackrift will just leave.
That would be extra helpful.
I'm pretty sure that's what they're after.
The spirits of nature here have been in an upheaval ever since the star fell.
How so?
Well, do you know of the lizard folk who used to live here?
Yes, vaguely.
Well, they worship two elemental spirits, one of fire and one of water. These spirits kind of kept a balance, one not ever being strong enough to overcome the other. The lizard folk even built shrines to them deep within the volcano.
Wait a second. Didn't we come across this shrine back there a little bit? With like these things that were like pointing and like lizards that went and they crawled up on top of there and they were looking at you funny?
It's
Yeah.
very peaceful.
Yes.
Is that one of those shrines you're talking about?
A similar one.
Huh. And there's more of them in here?
Yes.
That's cool.
And but when the star fell, a piece of it fell into the volcano, and the fire elemental within it overtook the water elemental,
Ooh.
and the
Ah.
island has been out of balance ever since.
So if we go and find this star piece, maybe the fire elemental will calm down and the water elemental can like rebalance things again?
That is my hope. Otherwise, this planetoid is doomed to forever be awash in lava.
This is called like the Boiling Isles. Is it blazing?
Yes.
Oh, so it's only blazing because of the star piece. What is it? What was it beforehand?
No, it was that too. It was just in balance before. Now it is much more blazing than normal.
This is like super blazing islands.
Yes.
I should really change that on the maps.
Well,
Anyway.
if you extricate the star piece, then we won't have to change the maps.
Which way do we go to get to the volcano?
You're already at the foot of the volcanic caves.
Oh.
Oh,
So like the star crashed into the volcano, like into the center, like where all the hot stuff comes out.
theoretically.
That's a hell of a shot. Which way do we go to get to that part?
He's like, well, the blackrift soldiers have been excavating for weeks, but they have not made it very far because they don't know about the lizard folk and their secret tunnels throughout the volcano.
Do you know where these secret tunnels are throughout the
Well,
volcano?
as I live here in this volcano, yes, I do.
Okay.
I was about to ask, Vallista, would you be able to help us find this piece? Guide us through safely, perhaps?
I can. As long as you remove the star piece from the island and bring the spirits back into harmony.
Yeah, and like I was thinking about this. So like you know, we have this letter here, and it says they are under orders to get the star piece off of here because this compass pointed to them. But if we remove the star piece, then the compass isn't going to point them here anymore, and maybe they'll leave thinking that the star piece isn't here anymore because it's not. I mean, that would be like an added bonus. Maybe you want to come help us?
Well,
You want me to help you? What?
Help us come find the star piece. I mean, like, you're pretty damn powerful. I mean, that thing hurt.
I have sworn off interfering with the island. I have now become one with it.
Oh, okay. And Deck will kind of like pout and give him these like the.
As he says that, the like
ceremony.
horseshoe crab like legs like twitch around him.
it's okay, Deck. He's powerful. He's this powerful because he has to help protect the island.
Right. Yeah. I was just thinking like maybe you could come help us.
And-
Just
Well, if
My
we can, right.
not one to tangle with the spirits of the island.
okay.
But as a guide through the caves, he could definitely, you could definitely help us with that, and then we could get this star piece off of the island, and the elementals should balance themselves out once again.
Yes, I can definitely take you through the caves.
That
Oh,
would
okay.
be much appreciated.
I will show you their secret passages of the ancient lizard folk empire that lived here.
It's very appreciated. Would it be too much to ask for? Is this a safe place for us to rest for a while?
Very safe. No blackrift
Good.
soldier until you, and which it turns out you are not, has ever made it this far up the side of the island.
Okay.
Good to
That's
know.
What time of day is it? Or
It's
Yeah,
actually getting kind of late. You guys have
Okay.
been like trekking through jungle for hours.
As Dex said, you hit fairly hard.
Yeah, I'm not in good shape right now.
He's like, you feel free to rest here.
Oh, thank God. Thank you.
Ben, did I ever look at this map?
The
The Shellrock
map?
map.
the which map?
The one we got from Crimson Kate's map.
Yes, you looked at it.
Okay.
It points toward a different area. Remember the giant spur,
That's right. Okay. Just double checking.
which is where you can, if you stand on the giant or near the giant spur correctly, it will point the direction of where the treasure is buried. Anyone else who is injured, he will happily pass out. He will like reach into the urn and like pass out another Infernus urchin if you would like to use it.
I mean, we're taking a long rest, aren't we?
You are. That doesn't stop him from, offering.
I'll take him up on the offer.
Alright. You just kind of open your jacket to where like the piercing, damage was. You just kind of stick the urchin in there, and as the spines kind of like dig into your flesh, it kind of contracts a little and injects you with this orangish toxin that kind of makes everything numb and floaty, and you can feel the internals kind of like sealing up.
Very nice.
And then you just have a grayish, sad-looking urchin afterwards. But yeah, you all can basically have a long rest. Before we move on.
Apparently, there's a train that goes by this volcano.
Yes, it's
No train here. I don't have a block and a half away from
yeah, and it's like I know exactly where you are, and I know exactly why you can hear a train. But anyway, no, you guys can get a long rest in. It is again a pretty nice little cove area he's got here. It's got baubles and bits of broken furniture that have kind of been patched back together again. The walls are covered with like broken jewelry and damaged artworks, and there's some waterlogged books just in piles everywhere. Looks like stuff that has all been salvaged from all the shipwreck stuff outside. But having rested, we will say that once you have gotten a long rest out of the way, Vallisto kind of rouses you all. There's a breakfast of some kind of like seaweed and various other like little sponges and little crab bits. Some kind of soft stew.
Food is food.
It is food. It's actually not terrible.
I still miss when it's chili.
Oh, you missed the gunpowder chowder, do you?
Gunpowder chowder.
Yeah. All right. But anyway, having rested, Vallisto will take you deeper into these secret caves of the lizard folk into the volcano proper, and I will move us over there. Once it gets most of the way, you guys get to see that sections of this what were a lava tube begin to look more like worked stone, dug deeper into the side of the mountain. There are occasionally old runes and symbols kind of carved into the walls that have long since worn away, but are still you can kind of like see the reminiscent after effects of them. But you get about 15-20 minutes in, and Villisto says, "This is as far as I can take you." And he lets you wander off from there.
Thanks for your help.
Thank you very much.
Beyond that, after another about 5 or 10 minutes of walking through these tubes, following the astral compass as it kind of points you in the more direct route as you're walking, you do eventually come to a tunnel that is interrupted by a 10-foot wide stream of magma that sizzles and pops as it kind of flows across your path. Magma. You have to get across it, it looks like, if you wish to continue deeper in.
Alright. I have a way for us to get across.
So do I. I jumped right across.
Okay.
It's like, me too. He just jumps. You can very easily get across. No problem.
I guess I'm gonna have to move myself over here.
Alright, I'm gonna. I'll move. Very safe and sorry. I will pick up Rothamir with my what's it called?
Your telekinetic movement.
Telekinetic movement, and move him over there.
All right. You just drop him down like right here.
Yep.
All right.
Do the same for Sylvanas.
Sylvana.
Sylvana.
Yep. Now, if I burn a psychic point, that's.
All right. We move her over, and then kind of everyone kind of gets out of the way, and then it is your turn.
Yep, I cannot do that to myself.
Need an athletics check from you.
I would, if I can, do a running start and jump. I don't know
Okay.
if it does anything for me.
It will grant you advantage on it.
Okay, that is perfect. Oh, hold on. So there's one.
That's not a great number.
Ah.
That's also not a great number. As you jump across, one of the bubbles of magma pop in a way that you did not account for, and you take 9 points of fire damage.
Ow.
Ooh.
To be very honest with you, if I would have died in lava, this would have been my second character to die in Ben's game from lava.
That'll be the first time I've killed you from lava.
If I had a nickel for every time I died in lava in Ben's game, I'd have 2 nickels. Now, that's not a lot, but it's weird that's happened twice.
Are you okay, Victor?
Little warm.
Do you need assist? Do you need healing?
Depends. I should be fine.
Okay. If you change your mind, let me know.
I will.
So the chamber you find yourself in over here, clearly not the result of natural processes, but definitely carved by living hands. There are faded sigils and strange runes intricately carved into the rocks that could be studied. There is a passage off to the west, and it looks like it also goes a wider passage off to the north.
One
Compass
second.
is the compass pointing us in any general direction?
It is not currently.
Okay. I'm going to take a look at the markings on the wall, see if I can discern anything from them.
Okay. Can you at all read Draconic?
Why, I believe the answer to that is yes.
Oh, well, that will make this a lot easier for you, as it's written
Hold
in
on.
Draconic.
Let me make sure on that. I thought that was one of the languages I had. Yes, it is.
Okay. Whew.
So yes, I can read Draconic.
That will make this a lot easier for you. I need you to make me a investigation roll, and you do not have to make it with any penalties for not knowing the language. That is not great. It looks like some kind of historical record, but you're not really sure what's going on.
Okay.
I think Deck would start heading this way stealthily.
All right.
I'm gonna light my bullseye.
26.
Sure. You are going relatively stealthily. Rothamir, you're hanging out, kind of looking at the rocks. Ash is over here kind of doing the same. And Victor,
peek
you've got your bullseye lantern.
I'll peek around this corner.
About that time, behind you where that lava was, there's a bit of a... There's like a little shaking area, a little tremor kind of runs through the caves, and a few like big lava bursts kind of pop up from there. You're glad you weren't trying to jump over it then. But then a little flight of what appears to be bats made of magma come out of the lava and begin flying toward you, Victor.
Fire bats! Fire bats!
They look like this.
Ooh.
Ooh, so pretty. Want to pet?
Nope.
So we will hop onto an initiative combat real quick.
Jump. What is with my rolls?
I don't know.
My bacon's cooked.
Come on.
Ooh, bacon. No, I want bacon. Damn you. Hey, natural
got
20.
Very foggy in here for a moment.
Right. I couldn't have got that. I wanted to save that one for later.
Super foggy.
Rothamir, you go first.
Well, we have a.
Looks like the northeast right now.
I was about to say, can we actually see these bats in the fog, or?
You can. They glow with like a reddish haze.
Cool. I will target one of these bats and give it a nice encounter with an arrow, and I will miss it completely.
You will miss it very completely. The bat that you shot at will come visit you with its little bat claws, and will also do terribly.
You trade sevens.
The one that is over by Victor will try to claw at Victor.
No.
But also miss because Victor... Are you... You still don't have your sword out.
Yeah, I have the lantern.
You have the lantern. Okay. And then it is Deck's turn.
All right,
Deck,
target.
your allies have been assaulted by bat monsters.
So Deck is sneaking around, and all of a sudden he hears the sounds of claws clanging off armor and the short bow flying off and clanging against the side. Just spin around, and instinctively the two side blades pop out in his hands.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to target the one next to Rothamir first with the dominant hand. 16 to hit, which hits, and
You,
we'll
you
use
deal it an appreciable amount of damage.
and sneak attack, which will do an additional 10.
How? It's still up, but it's not happy about it.
All right, offhand, same monster. 11. Oh, that hits.
You spot that one. Like
Nice.
your weapons, just your side blades kind of go into it. The first one sinks in pretty bad, and the second one kind of whips around and like kind of finishes it off, and it just kind of like bursts and falls into the ground in like a pile of little magma bits.
Makes sense. And then Deck's gonna hide back around the side of this wall out of view, and end their turn.
Okay. Victor?
I will hook lantern on the belt, pull out my sword.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit this guy. You know what? I'll hit him with a psychic.
It succeeds. You did not shove it well enough.
Alright, well.
Apparently, it's hard to shove flapping magma.
Alright.
That's a phrase I never thought I'd hear.
Try to hit with a sword.
Well, that definitely did connect. Very sad bat.
And I will hit with psychic strike. Take another d6 plus 2. Take another 6.
It will.
Alright. That will do my turn.
Sorry. I wish I could count that, but that was a misclick elsewhere.
All right. Let's see. Magma bat doing the magma bat thing.
That shot would have done damage to Yinogu.
It's gonna come over here and
Bad bat.
attempt to claw. So hard to claw through armor.
Just give me
but
full
anyway.
play. Just give me full play. I'll be happy.
Yeah, Rothamir, it's your turn.
Okay.
So, is Sylvana going to do anything or no?
At the moment,
T-pose in the corner.
hold on a second.
Hey, our illustrious admin of the server has redeemed a group hydrate, folks.
That means we should drink. Gonna try to hit the bat with a mace. Oh.
Black.
She gets that bat good. But not enough to kill it.
2 minus 1.
It healed it?
Yes, she in fact heals it. No. Anyway, Rothamir, you were doing a thing?
I think I will make a attempt on this one here. See if I can remove it from being.
Quite possibly. Nope, still up.
6 is the magic.
Then
It's
I
going to
will
scratch my eyes.
kind of move back into this area.
Okay. Yeah, it is going to try to scratch your eyes. But not because, well, because as we've learned, it is hard to hit fighters with armor. Deck?
Deck's going to come in, see the situation. This one right here is the one that looks the most injured.
Appears to be, yes.
All right, I will throw. Oops, got a target first. Boop. Throw my dominant hand at him. For 7. And I get to choose which attack gets the sneak attack, right? It doesn't have to be the first one.
You don't have to worry about that one. It is dead.
Right. So what I was saying was the sneak attack wouldn't be wasted on that one if I kill it.
That is correct.
Okay, great. So then offhand attack. I'll throw it at this one. And that one I will use sneak attack for an additional 9 damage on top of the 6.
That one is also dead.
Woohoo!
You have killed all the monsters.
Again,
Deck the kill stealer.
Dex body count is
Is
high.
astronomical.
I'm okay with that.
It's him. It's him, officer. He's the one killing all those people.
He's the
I don't know
one-
what you want. Here's a question for you. Where's the weapon? Huh?
I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna come over here and take a look for the one arrow that missed, because I'm pretty sure the one that hit got melted.
Sure. You find it. It's kind of bounced off the wall there.
Yeah.
Damn bats. Magma bats, lava bats.
But anyway, beyond that, what now, team?
I would like to continue stealthily moving down this hallway.
Did I do something? What did I do?
How's a natural 20 for 27?
You are the sneakiest you've ever been.
I am happy with that.
Before I continue, I guess I must check down
Victor,
this corridor.
you
Just checking out this corridor. And then I'm gonna go back.
looks like it breaks off into a passageway to the north and one that goes further west.
Okay. Then I will reconvene with the rest of the party.
All right. So, Deck, as you enter this area, you get a weird smell, like a strange scent mixed with like some kind of sulfurous smell of the lava that seems to mix with like rot. It's not pleasant. You do see as you move closer that various funguses and lichens are now kind of growing over the surfaces here. And little bits of like phosphorescent spore kind of float through the room. It looks like a strange jungle of green and white mushrooms kind of growing up from the walls.
These ball-looking features.
Those are mushroom caps.
Mushroom caps, gotcha.
It is kind of reminiscent of the Feywild in that way, except it smells very rotten here.
Gotcha. Do they appear to be moving in any way, or
The
the mushroom caps?
mushroom caps, no.
Okay. All right. I'm going to continue hugging the wall here on the left
All right.
and
As
peer
you get
around.
kind of closer that way, you do see where that wall has been like breached in to a chamber beyond. And as you kind of peek around the corner, there's a bulbous form with like long spikes, kind of like twisted antlers, that you can kind of see in the center of the room,
Right about here.
right about here.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Does it appear to be dead, lifeless?
It's not moving.
All right, I'll continue to approach slowly and carefully. As I get closer, can I get any sort of a read on is this thing breathing?
As light enters in to your area, you see that it looks to be the corpse of a giant spider laying on its back. The antlers are more just its legs curled up in death.
Oh, wonderful spiders. I will hug this wall to get around it.
As you kind of move try to get around it, a couple of other things become apparent. It is not specifically a giant spider so much as it is a giant spider combined with a person. It is a skeletal structure of a giant spider and a torso of a humanoid.
But the spider doesn't appear to be moving.
No, it's all dead. It's all one creature.
Okay.
Um,
I'll
and laying on the ground near the humanoid portion of this is a fancy looking sword, long sword.
long sword. Okay. Rothamir.
Specifically, it looks like this.
So bad. Because black swords with black gems and weird spiky things are never a good thing. Hey, Rothamir, you mind taking a look at this thing? I mean, it looks cool and everything, but I'm not so sure about it.
Are you talking about the sword or the corpse?
Um, you know what? I'll take a look. Actually, Sylvana, can you come take a look at the corpse? And maybe Rothamir, you look at the sword.
Sure. Come take a look at that.
Here, I'll move over here.
Victor, as you head that direction, there will be a thing for you.
Okay.
But let's see. Where's my medicine roll? As far as Sylvana can tell, this creature seems to have contracted some kind of a mold disease that kind of poisoned it to death and then like ate it from the outside in or inside out.
Does she say that out loud?
Yeah.
Victor?
Rothamir, you're an elf from the Forgotten Realms.
Yes.
This is a Drider.
Yes, it is.
This is a drow monstrosity that does not belong in space or in a volcano or anywhere else.
A volcano in space.
And the sword, I does it look anything familiar or knowledgeable that I would have associated with the Drider or the Drow?
Make a history roll.
Nope.
No. Not historically, but it does look. It has that bearing of this weapon looks too clean, meaning that it's probably magical.
Yeah. Well, Deck, I can't help too much with the sword other than the fact that it's probably got something going on with it magically, since it isn't covered in fungus. But the thing that appears to be holding it was a Drider, and I don't know what the hell this abomination was doing here.
I remember hearing about those when I was growing up. Oh. Wait, that shouldn't be here.
That's right.
Huh.
Rothamir, in the back of your mind, now that you found a drow here, or at least the remains of one, you harken back to that brief insult conversation you traded with that weird elf on the beach. And that letter that you have that talks about the Isle of the Degenerate Elves. And you're like, you know what the drow are?
I wouldn't use the word degenerate to describe them. That's too polite.
I know. Well, clearly whoever wrote that was being polite.
So, guys, I think I found out what the Isle of Degenerate Elves is.
A second. So, If these things are with the drow, I think there's more of them around here.
Probably.
Um,
Also, Victor,
Yes.
since you had wandered off toward the other side of this cavern, over in this direction, since you've got your light kind of shining, you saw before you. Well, I'll let you decide whether you're pointing your lantern that direction or not.
I was probably looking over this way with the rest
Okay.
of the party.
But over in that corner, you see in the darkness pinpricks of red and red light, and then dark black, kind of winking in and out in the darkness. So a darker black than the darkness, punctuated by like little bright twinkles of red light over in that corner.
I guess when I see this, I'll start pointing the there.
When you point the lantern there, a creature is revealed. It is an eyeball monstrosity of sorts. Here's a better picture.
I don't want a better picture.
so a knockoff beholder.
It has a mushroom cap head, a bunch of floating eyes, some tentacles underneath, what look to be teeth for eyelids. And when you flash your lantern at it, the central eye just kind of like dilates in, like flashing a flashlight in a Tyrannosaurus Rex eye. For those of you who are familiar with that particular movie scene.
What's a movie?
What's a movie?
A jelly donut. What the? That's the second time I've rolled a 1 on initiative.
Oh.
So with that in mind, Victor, you appear to be at the top of the chain.
No.
Not counting Savannah, who is busy. You are the first to notice this monstrosity. What do?
Guess I'll move up and hit it with a. I don't know. This thing is weird and I don't like it.
You run up and attack it?
Yeah, I guess so. Oh God, what?
You hit it. Hold on a second. Apparently it can't do its thing if it has no hit points. You go up and attack it, and when your sword pierces into it, it immediately explodes in a cloud of spores, which cover you head to toe, in like a yellowy dust, almost like a fine powder, which you also breathe in. The good news is you did really well on your Constitution saving throw, and are not seated.
Seated?
Combat has ended.
Woohoo!
Okay, Victor?
What?
Victor is covered from head to toe in like this yellowish spore.
Keep the do us 2 favors. 1, try to dust yourself off over there. 2, next time we see one of those, don't charge into it.
Why?
I point to the fungus on the
He's like,
on the
"I'm
drider.
fine."
Yeah.
I just point to the fungus on the drider.
I'm
Rothenberg
brushing
takes his
myself.
gloved hand and like scrapes the bone of the rib cage, brings up this yellowish powder.
Does it
It's
match
covering
the-
you.
Oh.
It matches exactly what's covering you.
Everything's fine.
So, in lighter news, what should we do about this sword?
Yeah, Victor, I think this sword might be pretty cool for you.
I'll pick it up, I guess. I'll sheath my sword and just look at it. Pick it
Okay.
up.
It is a longsword.
Alright.
It seems fancy.
Is there an extra sheath for it, or?
No.
Okay. Looks like I'll be
If
carrying
if
this.
there was one, it has been eaten away long ago by the
Okay.
fungus.
Alright, well, I'll take out, like, something in my inventory to make, like, a discount sheath out with it.
Deck, make for me a perception check while they're poking around at the skeleton. Hey, Deck, stop rolling ones.
Yeah,
So you see
gifting
that
fuckers.
tangled in the bones of this drider are little bits of bronze and lapis lazuli jewelry. So this bluish gemstones, kind of in like a bronze fit, like little rings and little chains and stuff. But it's all interwoven into this skeleton, and you're not really sure there's a good way to take it apart without like contaminating yourself.
and I try to investigate further to see if maybe using this Victor's sword to try to pry things up to see.
Sure. Yeah,
Nope.
there's no good way to like you can grab at it. I mean, it's not like you can't take it off this thing, but you're like it's probably not healthy after what you've heard between Rothamir and Victor. You don't know a good way to do that with the tools you personally have.
Yeah. All right then. Is there any other way out of this room other than?
It doesn't look like it. Looks like it kind of becomes a worked cave and just solid wall beyond all these like giant mushrooms and funguses.
Well, should we go the other way?
Might as well. Though
And
I'm
I'm off.
curious if there are still drow left on this island and how they feel about an army digging into their volcano.
Deck's gonna try to sneak around the corner to see what else is there. All right, look, I need new dice.
I don't know what you did to anger the virtual dice gods today.
I think it was the natural 20 on the last stealth check.
Maybe.
You're paying it.
So it's very dark over there, Dak.
I'll take out, after looking in the inventory, thanks, Frozen, I'll take out my lantern, and I'll light my lantern.
Seems good.
Carry it in my offhand.
You see that the passageway looks like it may continue north, but there's also a smaller bit that goes to the west.
As soon as I get into this little area, I'll wave everyone to come in with me.
Oh.
Looking at the ground, does there look like there's any particular movement in either direction?
Not really. There seems to be so from the west. It looks like there seems to be a low amount of like a fog that's kind of like low to the ground, maybe shin high at best, that kind of covers the ground, but it's a cooler fog of water.
So, like, waist high for deck?
For you, yeah, probably like thigh or waist high.
Gotcha. I'll go take a look at this room first,
Okay.
unless I'm getting stopped by anybody.
Until I hear someone stop you, you are free to do
Nope.
that.
What do I
What the
see?
fuck? Did I face through the wall?
That was my bad. All right, so let me describe this area that you see. So it looks like there's a dense, kind of heavier than air fog that about maybe 2 feet off the ground in this area. So probably about chest high to you at this point, since you're about 3 feet high. Um, the further into the room, it looks like it collects and kind of builds up, so you can't see as well in. And far near the back end of the room, let me see how far, like maybe around here-ish, you see a small white light that seems to be moving around in the fog. Like a candle, maybe.
And as soon as I see some movement, Deck would start to take a couple of steps back. Hey, Rothamir, Sylvana, do you guys have something to take care of this fog? Like dust? Not that Deck
That
would
is
know what that is.
not in Sylvana's wheelhouse.
I did not. I did not prepare that spell today.
Gotcha.
Just
I think it's a
blow it.
cantrip anyway.
Yeah. Either way, neither of them have it.
Deck would immediately start taking a couple of steps back because he has some PTSD about getting one shot. Someone want to go in there and try to figure out what that light is?
I can take the lead on this if you want me to.
All you.
Alright.
So
Alright.
I'll get a little closer, see if I can see anything more.
It's a pretty dense fog. You can't see more than like maybe 5 feet ahead of you at any given time.
Even with the bullseye lantern.
No, the bullseye lantern makes it worse because it's like
Oh.
just take a flashlight in a fog. Like you've basically lit up like a whole section of fog in front of you, like a movie screen almost.
Okay.
But like I said, right about over here, they're moving kind of back and forth. Seems to be a light the size of like a candle. But otherwise, it's very hard to see in here.
Screw it. Start making my way towards it. Like,
At this point, can we see Victor?
No, you've now lost sight of Victor. You can hear him. I mean, he's not the quietest.
yeah. No, with that sword, I'll start sort of like planking off the ground so they know.
Okay.
Yeah.
You still move. Okay. When you move there, make for me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no, I'm not good at that.
I know.
Saving throw. I did okay with it.
You did okay. You come to an unexpected pit in the ground, and you don't fall in.
Oof. Okay, there's a hole. So.
The light now appears over here.
One second. I gotta read something specifically.
Does anyone else want to do anything? The light seems to have moved, and Victor says there's a hole in the ground over there.
Gonna carefully make my way this direction.
Okay.
Kind of just watching at my feet too and looking ahead. That light is still kind of right there.
Yeah.
Gonna inch a little closer. Everything still looks kosher.
For the most part, yeah.
Move up to here.
All right. I need you to make me a dex save. You also managed to not fall in a hole.
Okay, gang, there's a hole here too.
Um, at this point, the light disappears and begins glowing over here.
I noticed that's roughly where it was. Or
What do
do
you
I
mean?
notice that? Did I notice that's roughly where I was?
It's near where you were, but not
But I
exactly
wasn't.
where you were.
Okay.
Deck will start making their way over that direction.
All right. It's kind of like a little candle.
Get a little closer.
I need a deck save from you.
All right, look, I'm trading in my dice.
I-
Hold on, before you do anything, I do have lucky footwork.
That's good.
Um,
I don't know if it'll save you, but we'll find out. It will not. You fall in a hole. It is 30-foot deep hole, which is not great, not healthy. And you take a little bit of damage when you hit the bottom. Seven damage when you hit the bottom.
ow.
You hit the bottom. There are 3 humanoid skeletons and a collection of other random bones down here with you. Rags, rotten cloths kind of hang from their frames. There seem to be like some half-open bag of possessions as well down here, kind of spilled out amongst the bones. And the light that is now above you winks out completely.
Hey guys, kind of trapped down here. I fell in a hole. I
Coming.
guess I'll try to clamber up the sides.
All right, make for me a strength athletics check. The walls here are very sheer and smooth.
Not like an acrobatics, like I'm trying to jump between the two sides, or no?
No, it's
Okay.
more of a climbing requirement. You do manage to scramble up, leaving behind everything at the bottom. You're now at the top of the hole.
Should have searched the stuff at the bottom. Damn it.
I mean, you can always go back down.
Yeah, I'll hop back down. And I'll search the bodies that are down there.
Okay, it is a 30-foot drop.
Okay, can I try to make like an acrobatics check to not
I
hurt
mean,
myself?
you could also just like hand Victor a rope.
Oh, hey, yeah. Hey, Victor, here, hold this rope.
But I mean, you're all adventurers. You could figure this one out.
Yeah, we'll get down safely.
But yeah, so safely at the bottom. Again, you find yourself down there with a bunch of humanoid skeletons that apparently also followed a light to their death but couldn't get back up. And a bunch of like rotten clothes, some other like a half rotted out bag that has like some kind of contents in it. Rummage around in there.
Yeah, I'll search through everything down here like I'm looting a body.
Okay. You come up with a platinum pan flute.
Ooh.
And a small sack uh that looks like it has some berries in it, but the berries are like hard. They're not soft anymore. They're like hard and dehydrated and crunchy to the touch.
I'll keep them anyway.
Looks like there's about 6 of them.
Deck will hold on to those. He
Oh.
has weird collections.
6 of them after you like crunched one up between your fingers and it kind of dusted away.
Gotcha. That's everything I got. Pan flute,
Yep, and a small
crusty
pouch with some berries.
pan flute, crusty berries. All right.
I didn't realize this. Is there a seat down there for a sword?
There's not.
Oh,
All right, I'll climb back up the rope out of the hole.
Okay.
Find anything fun, Deck?
I got this cool flute.
All of you who are still in this room, make for me a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
Rothamir did
Can I
not do
take
well.
Can I take the roll after I got hit?
No. Rothamir and Deck. From your various exertions and just being in this room, you take 3 points of poison damage from the fog that you've been breathing in. It seems that there is maybe less oxygen in it, and maybe some sulfurous gas that's starting to get to you. You're starting to feel a little lightheaded.
Um, hey guys, we need to get out of this. I'm starting to feel weird.
You do see that there is, through some of the fog, that there is a passageway to the north out of here, as well as the direction you came.
Start making my way towards that passageway.
North Made Passage.
Okay. So as you guys head north, you find yourself in a small chamber. The heat from the magma in this room kind of burns away the fog, so you don't have to worry about that as an issue. But the magma flows leaking into the room seem to have. It looks like it was maybe at one time some kind of a sacred ritual space, but the magma has destroyed the altars and some of the sacred carvings that once stood here.
The sacred texts.
There are some key hieroglyphics though, that an arcana or religion roll would be helpful in deciphering.
Let's take a look at that.
Oh, no history.
Rothamir. So because you speak Draconic, this is going very well for you. There are images of lizard folk kind of perishing in a terrible fire, while there are other lizard folk who seem to be walking calmly through the fire, untouched by the flames. The runes above the image read, Ignika is the fire, Ignika is the spirit, Ignika is the word.
I thought bird was the word.
And there's also Deck. While he's looking at that, there is a small metal coffer in the room as well that has been partially melted.
I'll just head over that way. Which way is it? This way?
Yeah, over this way. But yeah, Rothamir, that's what you decipher, and you see that whatever ritual implements seem to either still be here but partially damaged, or completely eaten up by the magma.
No point in actually trying to do the ritual and get any resistance to fire.
Do
I even see instructions on the ritual?
Well, I mean that's what you have determined. Is the pictures as presented, and then the reading just says Ignika is the fire, Ignika is the spirit, Ignika is the word.
Ignika.
You say that. It kind of echoes through the area.
Okay.
But nothing appears to happen.
Bring it for later.
I have it typed down for later, don't worry.
Deck?
Mhm.
You've found an iron coffer that is partially melted in the room.
I'll try to pry it open with my one of my daggers.
Okay. It needs to be forced open with a strength check. The
Athletics
melted, no, just a straight up strength roll. Or athletic. Well, yeah, we'll do athletics. Athletics work. You are not strong enough to break this open.
Yeah, that's correct.
The melted metal has fused in a way that you personally do not have the strength to pop open.
Hey, Victor, can you kind of help me with this? I'm having trouble. Ugh.
Say, you got handed to me? I don't know how you're. Right.
So I'm trying to.
The coffer is set into the ground.
Oh.
And then it's like partially melted by some magma.
Oh.
Looks like it has taken some fire damage over the years.
Don't worry.
Kind of have partially sealing it.
I have the right tool for the job. Pull up my crowbar.
Okay.
You get advantage on the strength save, right? Strength check. Ability check. Go. There's my first roll.
It's not great.
Forever lost in time. All right.
Yeah, something has to change. You guys are not able to pop this thing. You need some assistance somehow.
Time for a tool change. Crowbar. Not crowbar. Shovel. I don't know. Dig it out.
Okay. You think if you like dig it out, you can like prop it on its side and like pop it
Yeah.
open.
Yeah.
All right. To make for me a strength athletics roll to dig it out of like the volcanic rock it's embedded in.
I see nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
That's cocked.
Victor.
What?
Perhaps you should try that crowbar again. I mean, it would be helpful if you really put your back into it this time.
Okay.
You can do it. Put your back into it.
All right. Once again, ability check. I'll add the D4 later. I'll add the D4 after. So
You should automatically add it.
okay. Well,
We'll find out when you roll it.
Sure. There. I roll another 8. Oh my gosh. So on this, so it's easier. I did.
That was weird. Anyway, those numbers mostly add together to be high enough.
All right.
No, just you're making it worse. Stop rolling dice. It's only getting worse.
Okay.
So somehow some of those numbers look like they add together enough to make this happen. You pop it open. When you pop it open, you and Deck see a shadowy gas pour out of the container.
It's a trap.
And out of the shadowy gas, a fiery eye and a bunch of twisted spiritual, like, lizard folk kind of manifest around you.
Do I see this at all?
Oh, not at all. I need the two of you to make for me wisdom saving throws. You both need out of this room right now. It is not safe. It is terrifying.
Nope.
Well, hold on. You run screaming into the fog room, Victor.
You want dex check?
Save. You and Deck both need to make for me dexterity saving throws.
Ooh.
Victor, you managed to get somehow across the room without falling into any pits. Deck, unfortunately, you fall into one of the smaller pits, tripping off of probably Victor, and take some damage.
Ow!
So this one's only like 20 feet deep, and there's nothing at the bottom of it. You do think you see a little white light kind of like flicker in and out above you, and like a small jingle, like a small bell, and then it disappears. Rothamir, your friends freaked out over something. Who knows what? But you see that there is a pouch, and four small stones that spilled out of the chest when they opened it.
I will go ahead and pick them up.
Okay.
Anything remarkable about them?
Each of the stones has a draconic symbol carved into it. Some kind of symbol involving fire. And they are slightly warm to the touch.
Ooh.
But not in a way that would like not because they're in a warm area, but just they give off their own radiant heat.
And is the symbol the same on all of them, or?
Yes.
Okay. I will put them back in that pouch and slowly. Nothing else in this room?
Not anymore. Your friends have fled.
I will make my way back into here and slowly.
You hear Dak at the bottom of a pit near you.
I'm gonna stop. Deck, do you need a hand getting out?
No, I got it.
This one you can pull yourself out of after a hop or two. You're a little sore though. This is twice you've fallen into a hole.
Be very careful watching my feet as I am walking backwards.
Just hold on to Rothamir the whole time. You're like, we're doing this together, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm going to try my best to slowly follow the same path I took to get in here, or to get through here.
That's fine. At a slow normal pace, you guys can easily make it back across without too many issues. Victor's over there. Sylvana is kind of like, getting him settled. Like, what the hell happened?
Weird.
Yeah,
Glowy eye monster. Saw all the lizard people.
Where?
In the box.
What are you talking about, Victor?
Did you see it? As I look at both Dak and Rafmir.
Yeah, I saw it. Creepy as hell.
The only thing in that box was this bag I hold up, and some stones inside of it.
Nope, get that shit away from me. Nope.
Nope.
It's the first time you've seen Deck not want treasure.
Deck, I know you've fallen a lot. Are you okay?
Nope, not okay. Nope. Very hurt. Ow.
Well, hold on here then.
Let's see. Savannah kind of reaches into her pouch and pulls out like 3 sea urchins, and she's like, "Valistro gave us these. Will these help?"
Let's.
Oh, tired dog.
Let's hold on to those sea urchins for now. Or how badly hurt are you, Deck?
On a scale of 0 to 27, I'm at about a 10.
You're at a 10, or you feel like you've.
I'm at a 10 out of 0 to 27.
Oh. Okay. An urchin might help after this.
Thank you. I feel a lot better now.
An urchin might be helpful about that as well. But
All right.
seriously,
If you use one of the urchins, roll a d6 and heal that much.
Oh, we have the urchins with us?
Yes, you have 3 of the party was granted 3 urchins,
Oh, okay.
apparently.
I'll use one of them. Woohoo!
Now the party has 2
are
urchins.
their names
So-
are Nat, and then the other
Quickly.
two.
so
Um,
what in the world did you guys see in there? Because
It was just swirling red eye, and then some lizard people, spirit. I don't know. They were like all around us, and then I just said nope and ran, and I fell in a hole.
They were not happy that we were here. In there, did not want us in that room.
Rothenberg,
yeah, I
not really sure on this one. If you want, you can make like an intelligence or even an arcana roll.
we'll do the thing that'll give me the bonus on this. But I have a hunch.
It's entirely possible that since you said the word, you were unaffected by the trap.
Oh.
Guys, I have an idea. So I need all 3 of you to repeat after me.
Okay.
Ignika.
Ignika.
Ichiban.
No, deck. Ignika.
Ichi ni san.
No. If you don't say it correctly, you're going to catch fire soon.
I am telling you.
Ignika.
Igneous rock.
Ignika.
Iguana.
Close enough.
Ignika.
They'll feheraka so
Words.
Spiritus Sanctus.
What do you want? No Shindu.
Anything noticeable happen?
No,
Okay.
maybe it's not. Maybe it's not relevant here.
In case something happens, remember that word.
Right.
Where to now?
Not that way.
North hallway.
2 of them, and right at the moment, Sylvana has them until otherwise noted. Okay. Anyway, heading up this direction. Up ahead, looks to be a couple of things. There is this hallway kind of opens up north into some kind of a chamber with an arch with a lot of like magma light kind of spilling in from above. And there's also a broken wall section that is to the east of you, as you see as Victor kind of gets closer to it. And there seems to be a resonant humming emanating from the east.
Poke my head in there.
There is a column, a natural stone pillar in the center of the chamber that kind of touches the ceiling. And that seems to be where the humming is coming from. There are also a bunch of it's relatively normal cave features. So other than the column, a couple of stalactites, some bits of rock, dirt rock floor.
So there's like a column of stone in here, you said?
Yes.
Right.
Right here-ish.
We'll check it out.
Okay.
I'm not gonna place my hand on it, but I can read it.
That's fair. As you get up close to the column, it unfurls a little to look similar to this creature.
How dare you? I know what this is. Okay.
And a pinkish tendril whips out at you, attempting to snap at you, but does not.
I will engage and move back.
I read.
Oh.
Hold on. I've currently toggled combat, as it would like to engage you. So if you move back without the appropriate action, it may not go well for you.
Are you it's another one on initiative?
That's impressive.
I will.
You still go way before this thing. Victor, it is you are at the top of the chain.
I guess I was going to disengage and move back.
You can do that.
Alright. Don't know what that is.
It kind of like writhes around from where like the column broke apart, and you can see like a fleshy, like greenish bit inside, and the tendrils are like trying to reach at you, but they can't reach far enough. It definitely doesn't seem to be able to come after you.
A wacky waving inflatable flailing arms.
But it is making that weird humming noise.
I say we leave that alone. Or is that the fire spirit? No.
It does not appear to be on fire. But anyway, Deck, do you do a thing, or or as a group, do you decide to leave that thing alone?
I think we should leave it alone. In case we haven't known, Deck is a little hurt.
Okay. That is fair. Having decided to leave it alone, we will end combat.
Jack, do you want me to take point on for a little while?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take a look up here.
No, okay. I didn't know if you wanted me to take point or if you wanted to take.
All right, hold on. Don't go too far into that room.
Yeah, you take point from here.
Okay.
All right. Let me back you up just a scooch.
Back it up, back it up, back
All right.
it up.
So, as you kind of look to go into that room, the mountain itself rumbles. Steam and flame leap from dozens of tiny cracks, crisscrossing the floor, making it resemble kind of the interior of a hellish oven. There are crude carvings of lizard folk processing, through the hallway, kind of adorning the walls, leading toward the chamber beyond. Rothmir, I believe you're the one with the astral compass.
Yep.
It points directly ahead across this crisscrossed, flamed hallway. It does actually look very reminiscent of the image that you saw in the ritual chamber, where some of the lizard folk were consumed by fire and others were not.
Okay. Everyone, I pull out that pouch and pull a rock out for each one of them.
Okay.
Hold on to this rock. I don't know if it'll be a thing, but I suspect it might be.
More lizard folk sigils kind of appear, like you can see them on the edges of the room as the fire kind of lights up the whole area. And you, again, Rothamir, see the hieroglyphics that read, the fire, the spirit, the word.
Ignika.
Okay.
Ignika.
Ignika.
Savannah says the same.
Well, let's take a try.
Alright, I'll take point like I said I would.
As you walk across the room, you walk through the fire undamaged.
Oh,
It doesn't even harm you. You can't even feel it.
I'm just waiting for Deck. You take 36.
No, Dak, you're fine. You said the word.
ah!
Like fire damage, but different.
Take plasma damage.
So, as you exit this chamber, you find yourself in a cavernous room. There's a 20-foot tall wall of volcanic stone that forms kind of a retaining wall, beyond which stretches a great pool of blazing magma. Rivulets of magma kind of dribble down the wall. It looks like it's on the brink of overflowing. Behind it, great plumes of black smoke kind of rise hundreds of feet into the air before exiting from the volcano's mouth high above. The astral compass kind of points resolutely forward, indicating that the star shard lays somewhere in the pool of magma beyond.
Oh, that's fun.
But it looks like there is a path along the north that you can kind of walk to that might take you into an area that looks out upon the lake of lava.
Guess we'll go that way, huh?
Okay.
Unless one of you guys is good with diving in.
Firstly, I need you all to make for me a Constitution saving throw, because it is extremely hot in here. And while you did say a magic word that got you across a fire pit, this is not that. The good news is, 2 of you succeeded. Victor, maybe it's just all the armor you're wearing.
Yeah.
But you are feeling a little exhausted from all of this. You are currently at 1 level of exhaustion.
Of course, okay.
But beyond that, is there anything anyone would like to do before heading further into the Lake of Lava area?
No.
I think
Alright.
we're about as good as we're gonna get.
Then I will move you into that map.
Oh, it is hot.
It is very toasty here. There are a few what look to be worked stone bridges that kind of are set across the lava lake area, but otherwise it is very warm in here, and there is smoke kind of drifting up as well. If you continue looking up, you will notice that not only is smoke kind of drifting up, but almost as if gravity has no say here in some aspects, rivulets of lava are just kind of floating up into the air in a way lava should not.
That's terrifying. That's not OSHA approved.
That probably isn't. But that is what you currently see, until a large form kind of seems to be swimming around underneath the magma. You can see kind of a like a wake as it kind of moves around underneath the pillars that have kind of been knocked over, and a hulking pile of magma pulls itself out of the pool, and as it does, the magma on it begins lifting up into the air along with all the others. and a creature affixes itself to one of the central bits of ground. It looks like this.
Oh, it's a puppy. Hi, puppy.
It is a very large puppy, comparatively.
It is.
It's a very large puppy that would like to visit you via initiative.
Hey.
Why did I roll initiative? Why did I roll?
You roll a disadvantage because you have exhaustion.
Oh my god, Deck didn't roll a 1.
I know.
Yeah.
Save it for the important times. That's all.
Like I said, Deck, you see this large mound of lava pull itself out of the rock or out of the pool and onto the rock and kind of shake itself. Big bits of lava just kind of like drip off of it into the air above, and you can see glowing within it an almost unearthly light that is assuredly the shard of the star.
Guys, I think I know where the star shard is. It's inside that thing. I'll try to cut it out. Hold on. I'm gonna throw my first Psy Blade at it.
Okay.
15 to hit.
Oh, you hit.
4 damage.
Your magma or your Psy Blade kind of like slams into it, and kind of like sticks into the lava before disintegrating away.
Offhand. For an additional 5.
Same with that one.
And then Deck is gonna go ahead and piece out over. Are these little rock formations here? Are they tall or are they just?
They are not tall enough for you to hide behind in a meaningful way.
Okay, then Deck is just gonna.
They come up to like maybe your shin at best.
Gotcha. Then Deck will use the rest of his movement to get behind this and hide as best he can.
Okay, so you're just gonna cower behind the rock.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Be brave and ran away. Oh boy, this is gonna hurt.
Savannah is not sure what to do at this exact moment, so nope. Do not want to take everybody with me. She will join you behind a rock in hopes that a better thing will happen. The magma wolf will hopscotch his way over here and then down to Victor and try to bite you.
No.
He will gnaw at you ineffectually because that's how my monsters do. You are the best chew toy, Victor.
All right.
It is now your turn.
All right, sword. I hope you're magical. That one sword I picked up from the
Rider.
yeah. That's this one. Oh, yeah. I should probably target it first. No, I should do this first. Please fall.
Do you have that sword equipped? I do not see it in your... Yeah. Yes. Put it in his inventory real quick. For it does not require attunement.
Okay. Wait, now I will force shove it, try to knock it over.
You do not. It is much too large for that.
Okay. I will. Okay, I'm just gonna throw this in. Hot bar. All right, and let's see what this does.
Oh.
It hits and does damage.
Okay.
It definitely does that.
Okay.
Rothamir?
Well, first thing I am going to do is I am going to assert myself into the archer form.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. Do I still get to use the luminous arrow effect and another action, or just one more action? Only get one more action, so
Okay.
I will kind of move back a bit, target it, and attempt to do that. With
You
luminous arrow.
shoot an arrow past it, but do not connect.
Okay. And since I can't do anything else, you said, that would be it for me then.
All right, Deck, you're up. You're also muted, apparently.
No.
Sorry, there was a noise out in the hallway. I will go ahead and throw my first blade at the magma doggy. 16 hits plus 4, and we'll go ahead and throw a sneak attack on that for an additional 10.
Okay.
And then offhand blade probably doesn't.
No.
And then Deck is gonna freak the fuck out. Go back behind here and tug on Sylvana's sleeve and go, can you do something, please?
Yes, if she can. She. We'll see if this spell actually works.
Oh, that
I'm
there!
really sad if Toll the Dead actually worked. Oh, it did actually work. And we got the effect! Did it!
That was awesome.
I'm
Of course,
sorry,
which
Savannah,
she-
that you're not here to see the cool thing that happened. Yeah, she begins to cast the spell. The chime bell kind of like appears above it and rings, and like the whole area around it gets really vibrant and shiny, and all like the injuries kind of tear open even further. When she does this, the wolf howls angrily. And then
Second phase.
takes its move to here. And there we go. Target the right amount of people. Oop, I did that wrong. Shoot. Victor, did you... Or not Victor. Rothamir, did you take damage from that thing?
Not that I'm showing.
Let me try this differently. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. It shoots out a cone of fire at you. Rothamir.
I mean, that wasn't a successful saving throw?
I mean, for half damage.
Oh god. That was half damage.
Ah.
That
Well,
was a
pretty
successful
good.
saving throw for half damage.
Wow, I didn't realize that was half damage. Ooh.
And the floor is now kind of like on fire as it's beginning to melt, like lava. You should probably not stand there much longer.
The floor is lava. The floor is lava.
Victor, it's your turn.
I will once again attempt to shove it.
This thing's bigger than an elephant, just letting you know.
It's fine, as long as it's not above huge.
Okay, it succeeded.
Alright. Take sword. Yeah. Right.
Because it is size huge.
Above huge, I believe it was.
So it needs to be bigger than size huge.
Yeah. I believe it is. I'll have to double check.
We'll check later.
And
Anyway.
I also hit it with a psionic strike. 6 plus 2.
Okay.
So yeah, plus 2. And that should be it.
Rothamir. You're currently in an area that is on fire and magma. If you remain there, you may suffer some consequences.
Yeah, I'm moving away from that. And first thing I'm gonna do is we're going to see how this likes an ice knife.
Well, not with that roll, you're not.
The world may never know.
That's okay. It's still going to explode and require a dex saving throw.
I'm sure you have to hit.
Nope, it says,
Oh, hit
Hit
or
or
miss.
miss.
Ooh. Let me make my dex save.
and I think Victor would also have to make one, right?
5 feet.
No, he's more than 5 feet away. I fail my dex save, so go ahead and click the 2d6 cold damage.
Yay.
It does not care for that at all. It is very angry about the 2d6 cold damage.
I imagine it would be. And I'm going to also give it another shot with that luminous arrow.
Oh, huh. It's not care about the size.
All right. You hit it with the arrow as well. Is also
Yeah.
unhappy about that. Deck.
All right, Deck is going to move 10, 20, 30 feet. Still got eyes on him. And I will throw my first blade.
Ooh.
Natural
You-
one.
Fired a lot of ones.
I need to change my dice. Offhand shot.
It's hard to put digital dice in dice jail, isn't it?
Yeah. With sneak attack.
All right.
7.
You catch it real bad. It's not happy about that.
All right, and I will end my turn, but I will yell out, "Healers, please separate!"
On her turn, Savannah will head over here because it's
No, I said.
she's separated from the other healer, just like you said.
All right, fine.
She did exactly what you wanted.
No, she did what I said, not what I wanted.
This ain't gonna be good for me, though.
I haven't moved from this spot. I'm just standing right next to
It happened again.
Man. So that happened. This thing, you can see that parts of it are starting to like discorporate. It's having a hard time holding itself together.
Oh, it did. Huh.
Oh,
This thing's gonna turn around and try to eat Victor.
Bring it. You ain't got nothing on me. You got that on me.
Is there a reason I haven't hit you yet? Oh, there we go.
I was deciding if I wanted to take an effect.
Oh.
Ooh.
You're not drugged to the ground,
But I still take a nice chunk of damage.
but it does take a piece out of you, yes. And then it's Victor's turn.
Well, just keep on trying at it. It'll eventually fail. Did it fail?
I don't know. Are you targeting it?
Yeah, I did target it. Oh.
Oh, yep. Oh, yeah, you didn't shove it. You're not.
Okay.
That part did fail, yes.
Okay. Just roll. Roll with advantage. That's all I ask. And then just for the safety. Just for the safety of, did I roll crit? I did not. But I do want you to take another d6 plus 2 damage. There.
All right. So you strike it. You kind of like catch it like right in the head as it turned to bite you. You can feel your sword, the magic of the sword, not melting in the magma because it's a magic sword. Kind of cut through it, and then you give it that extra oomph from the sonic power that kind of like cuts and cleaves right through the whole head, and just a splatter of magma on the ground. At that, the giant wolf begins to blacken and solidify like stone, and kind of like its feet kind of crumble from underneath it, and it kind of falls to the ground. It appears dead.
Appears.
Holy shit, guys!
Oh, that was
Um,
something.
Did you guys see the star in the middle of it?
You can kind of see from the cracks that are forming along it that there's a glimmer of otherworldly light kind of like peeking out from inside.
Take the sword and sort of pick around it.
I'll take a hit and I'll shove it in there, and start to take the.
From where you like hit with that piercing pitten, it just web cracks and just begins to crumble into a shell of a what used to be a wolf. In the pieces, you see the glimmering star piece that you came here to get. Your compass points directly towards it, but also a mist begins to rise up out of it, snaking its way through your legs and kind of like swirls around you, almost playfully.
Look, this thing likes me.
And then it forms into the shape of a small dog-like creature that looks kind of like this. Behind you, and kind of tilts its head to the side, looking at you kind of questioningly.
I'll reach out and try to scratch it behind the chin right here.
It's like reaching through cloud almost. You kind of like disturb the fur of its chin, and it kind of like moves its head like you're scratching it. But it's like trying to pet a cloud.
Is this Ignaka? Ignaka?
Ignaku?
Ignaka.
Ignika.
That's the name of the island.
Oh.
Yeah.
And of the fire spirit. This
Hi,
thing, on the other hand, just seems pretty playful, and kind of like moves around and like seems to enjoy you.
Hey, buddy, I'm sorry we had to hit you so many times. Are you okay?
This is what mad with power.
It doesn't seem to be able to talk. It's an element. But about that time, all of the lava that was like floating up into the air, now that this thing is dead, begins crashing down to the pool below, without the power holding it aloft. This causes a large fluctuation in the amount of lava that is here in this caldera.
Guys, we need to go.
A rumble signals that very soon this volcano will explode. explode.
So the star fragment's still there. There's just this manifestation of a puppy next to me.
Correct.
I'll grab the star fragment, shove it in my pocket, and yell to everybody, "We gotta go! This thing's gonna blow!"
Let's move it.
Which way do we come from?
So you guys kind of run back to the caldera, or to the exit. There's a lot of rumbling behind you. The big retaining wall cannot hold the amount of lava that is in it now, and the eruption is imminent. As you move through these chambers,
I'm shouting Ignika as we enter the room.
Yeah, same.
everyone's like, Ignika! Ah! I need a dex saving throw from all of you as you kind of move through this area, as bits of flaming rock are falling. Rothmir, it does not do well for you. And you take 4 points of like bludgeoning damage as rock begins to fall from the ceiling.
Be booking it.
Right.
With puppy dog in tow.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah, there's
shit.
a lot of smoke. I need another dexterity saving throw from you guys before you get too much further.
Well,
Victor and Rothamir, you both catch some stray rock and take 2 more bludgeoning damage.
when we get here,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
there's
do
a lot that is very active. It is much more dangerous to cross than it was before.
I'm gonna heal myself while we're standing here.
What's it? I will expand my psionic focus to regain a psionic energy die.
And I will rabbit hop across.
So I will now.
I will actually need a roll for that rabbit hop, as there are now like bubbles of magma that are shooting into the air. So I need a dex acrobatics roll to safely get across, which you succeed.
Is the puppy making with me?
Yeah, he immediately like wiggles through all of the lava and like appears next to you.
I will use both. Well, I guess I'll still first across there with my.
All right, I need a sleight of hand roll from you to do so in a safe manner, as there's a whole bunch of lava things you have to
And
dodge.
I have disadvantage because I am.
You do, and you did.
no point.
Savannah catches some fire damage. She does not look happy, but glad that she's on the other side. But you know, lava hurts.
You want me to throw you, or do you want to make your take your own chance?
Toss me.
Throw him again.
All right, make me another sleight of hand roll.
Oh my
shit.
god.
Rothamir, you take 8 fire damage.
I'm glad I healed myself.
Alright. Take another running start for me, for my end. I'm fine, guys!
I'll smack you later.
All right, you make it across, barely singeing just a little bit of like your boot from the lava, and then you guys kind of make a dead run through the caves as eruptions begin happening all around you. You make it out of the caves and down through. It's a lot of dead running, mostly adrenaline keeping you going in a lot of places as you're trying to outrun lava, and you manage to cut a following the the dog, the little steam spirit, as it's kind of like guiding you through the forest, maybe giving you some shortcuts you didn't know before. And it is not. I mean, it's quite a run, and you have to stop and breathe in a few places, but you do eventually make it to the beach. As the last of like the big plumes of lava begin erupting and raining rock and lava down on bits of the island. Most of the forest is on fire at this point.
Where are the people we tied up?
I don't know. Actually, I know, but you don't.
They're not here though.
But you guys make it to what is a relatively peaceful chunk of beach. The fire, there is a fire going on behind you, but not enough that it would cause you any immediate concern. It looks like most of the fallout is actually happening toward the direction of the island that the Blackrift has set up camp.
I'm okay with that.
You do find when you get here to the beach that Valisto is waiting for you here at the beach.
Hey, Valisto.
He sees you all, and he looks surprised when he sees the little steam spirit kind of around and goes, "What is that?"
So remember how we said we were going to go get the star shard? I got the star shard, and then this thing popped out of it.
This came from the star?
As far as I can tell.
The fire spirit. Firewolf, fire dog.
So it is a fusion of the elemental spirits of the island.
Possibly? I mean, looks in balance.
Jack is he's decently intelligent.
I mean, that tracks. The two elemental spirits of the island were fire and water, and together steam. That all makes sense.
That does make sense.
He looks at you and goes, and what is your intention with the spirit?
I don't know. It seems like it sort of latched onto me, I guess.
It does seem to like you.
I mean,
it's kind of like running. It's like snaking through your legs and kind of like appearing on sides of you and kind of like looking very friendly, like it wants pets.
If anything ever happens to this dog, I will murder whoever killed it.
I've only known Smokey 15 minutes. Anything were to happen, everybody in the room, then myself.
Its name is Sitcomsta. I call him Sit for short. See, watch. Sit.
It's not at all. So he's like, so you have your star piece and you'll be leaving.
Yes.
Yes. Would you like to join us?
I do not wish to join you.
All right.
As I said before, my time of adventure has long ended.
I guess that's it. Just don't say I offered you to whoever you talk to.
But he's like, I hope you're not planning on taking the spirit.
I mean, I don't intend to, but I mean, it seems like it's following me.
You look at it, and it kind of like looks at you, and then like looks out towards your boat out in the water, looks back at you, and then like turns into like a little boat and just starts like flying around you, like a little steamboat.
Hey, I mean, I don't want to be rude or anything, but it seems like it wants to go with us on the boat.
It was born of this island and it should stay here.
I understand that.
I don't think that's for you to decide.
It seems like the spirit wants to go with us. I'm not forcing it. It just seems like it wants to do that.
You can talk it out of going. This island needs it.
Why are you putting me through this trauma on a Tuesday night?
Yeah, you should at least wait till Thursday.
Pro tip: you don't have to talk it out of going. That's up to you.
Yeah, I know.
That's between you, this island's spirit guardian, and the spirit are in the island.
I understand that you've got a tie to this island, but I'm not going to force this spirit to do anything. If the spirit wants to come with us, the spirit comes with us. It's their choice.
That's what you want. That's what you'll do. I'm not going to ever trust another adventurer ever again. My help will belong to no one.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Good luck.
Wanders off into the woods. You can just hear him. He's like, I've had enough of weird ass adventurers.
I got a puppy now.
We should probably get off of this island.
I'll go retrieve our dinghy.
Okay.
Where it is.
It's over here by the head.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And is there any sign of what happened to our guests?
You go look.
Yeah.
So you left the elf girl up here on top of the rock, and you left the other guy over here, right?
Over here, yeah.
So up on top of the rock, it looks like someone had. Well, actually, you don't find anything on the top of the rock. Over here, on the far side, you see where something has fallen off of the rock and like divoted the ground, and then you find a bunch of very worn bits of rope that look like they have been rubbed up against a rock. They're slightly bloody until they have cut through.
It's gotta fucking hurt.
We need to get out of here now.
Yeah.
Over here, you find your soldier friend that you had interrogated. His throat has been slit and his tongue has been ripped out.
Jeez.
Yeah, we need to go in case blackrift soldiers know that we're here now.
Victor, as you are, as you're kind of like getting the dinghy ready to get out into the water, you notice that there's a glittering like silver hairpin that has tacked a piece of paper to the inside of the boat.
Or whatever. I'll read it.
Do you read Elvish?
I do not read Elvish.
Well, then you don't read it.
Hey, Rothamir, you got mail.
Yeah. I'll take a look at the note.
In blood, probably the blood of that blackrift soldier from earlier. It is written in Elvish. I know what your boat looks like now.
Yep. Okay, we're not going to be nice to her next time I see her. Let's get out of here.
I killed her.
Let's just paint the boat.
Just go buy a new boat.
Well, let's paint it.
And just paint the boat. Yeah, painting it will solve the problem.
Yeah.
Here, I got an idea. We'll
man.
We'll
Paint spray.
steal a different boat.
All right. So taking the dinghy out, you head back out to the main boat, the boat that we have never. Have we decided on a real name? Are we on that?
Ruby of the Astral Sea. I think
We're gonna call it the Ruby of the Astral Sea. Got it.
We're gonna paint it red. Give it red sails. It doesn't matter which one.
Oh, boy.
Rhodus.
You've made it to the boat, and we'll say Sylvana gets in the chair and immediately gets a takeoff started before the final eruption, and you can see the blackrift fleet of those like shark ships kind of beginning to scatter as what could have been grabbed upon them has been loaded on, and whoever's left on the island is just in trouble.
Hey, Deck.
Deck, you gotta give Rothamir that shard. Start tracking it.
But the puppy likes me.
No.
No,
The puppy can still
Shard.
like you.
it's not part of the shard.
Oh,
They're not the
okay.
same.
Here you go. And I'll
They're two
throw it.
Both of them.
different
Oh God!
The star shard like goes flying, and you're like,
I'm just gonna hold up the compass. No.
just hold it up, and it just lands
Ding.
perfectly. You grab the bit of star shard, kind of it clicks in, and immediately a small surge of energy kind of like glitters through the astral compass. You should probably get that checked at some point. And the compass point swings wild off in a different direction.
Uh,
While you guys are dealing with that, up from the bottom, Cinderell comes up and goes, you guys made it back. Did you see I got the sail fixed?
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Very
you look
thankful for
over.
that.
It looks like a part of the sail has been replaced with bone. Like the part that is broken has now, like, I don't know, become calcified.
I'm not even.
I'm curious, and we'll ask about it later.
Oh, it's a very interesting process. It involved a lot of weird reagents.
I'm sure.
But I figured, bones heal, and this was broken, and what's wood but a different kind of bone?
Logical.
Hey, Cyril, I got a question for you.
Syndrome, but yes.
Yes, that too. As I pull out that soft crystal.
He's like, I want that, and he grabs at it. Gimme.
What is
Gimme,
it?
gimme. I don't know, but give it. I want to play with it. It radiates all kinds of cool magic.
Stendrel and Deck are two in the same, cut from the same cloth.
Don't break it. It's like
I'm gonna.
crazy.
Oh, but I was gonna break it up and put it in a potion and see what happened.
I love that idea.
See, he
No.
gets it.
No.
Sandrel, the thing that we broke it off of, I got the feeling that if you break it too much, it's going to definitely go boom.
It hit me pretty hard as I chipped it off.
Will require some delicate study. And he like takes it and starts heading down, and you see him like reach behind, and there's like a ball peen hammer that he pulls out.
No, I know that's actually probably safer than how I did. You can take a sliver off and put it into a potion. Don't break the whole damn thing.
But he heads below decks.
Oh God.
Don't say I'm never nice to Cyril.
Stendrel.
That too.
But anyway, Deck, you now have an adorable steam dog.
Yay!
That is really proud. It's like prancing around the boat, just kind of like poking at things, slipping into things, making a mess, doing stuff.
I wonder.
If it comes over to me, can I start playing games with it? Like, okay, take the form of, and I'll pull out my dagger and say, a dagger.
It looks at you, kind of twists.
This is a dagger.
It makes a face like a dog barking, but it does not make noise.
Okay, we'll work on that one. And you look like a cat.
It looks at you like it is confused, like maybe it doesn't know what a cat is.
Well, you turned into a ship. I'm trying to figure out what else you could turn into.
Well, it looked at your ship before it turned into a ship.
Okay, look at this dagger. Can you turn into my dagger?
You're like, come on. And eventually it like swirls around into the shape of the dagger.
This is the coolest puppy ever.
But it's like the size of the puppy.
This
Or like
is
half
cool.
the size of the puppy. It's like condensed in a little bit.
Good job.
And then
And
it
I'll-
swirls back into the dog.
And I'll give him the chin scritches again. And I'll say, all right, let's race. And I'll start running around the ship as fast as I can with him.
This thing can keep up with you.
Oh, this is my new friend. All right, I got a new objective for that start screen. It is play with puppy all the time. Screw every other objective.
Pet dog.
Repeat.
Fair enough. All right. So where
Well-
to next?
Well, we probably should not go back to Garden.
No.
Well, I mean, you're in the system of Garden now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, the planet proper.
Oh, there
Well,
there
the-
isn't a proper planet of
Well, I
Garden.
mean, sorry, the dock that we came from.
Oh, Greyhaven? Yeah, don't go
Greyhaven.
back to Greyhaven quite
Yeah.
yet.
No,
Probably not
no.
safe.
We should probably still make
We should probably look for Captain Kate's treasure, right?
Well, how far away is it? What's giant?
Well,
That would require some kind of a map-based role
well.
from a navigator type person.
That's
So,
that's-
are we looking for Kate's treasure first, or where the star piece is pointing us towards?
Well, I guess we can triangulate the location of which one we want to go to first. Which one's closer?
Probably be a good idea to look for both. Let's start with a look for Kate's treasure.
All right. Well, you know that requires you to go to the giant spur, and looking at your astral map, you do see that is one of the various planetoids in the Garden system.
Well, let's take a look at this compass and see where it's headed towards.
Make for me a survival roll with advantage.
That's holding control, right?
Yeah.
Alt, I think.
Or
Alt.
Alt. Yeah.
Okay.
You know that the compass is kind of pointing in the direction of the giant spur, but it may be that you need to get closer to triangulate it better.
Okay. Well then, giant spur it is.
Alright.
All right, Captain Kate, we're coming for you!
Yep, off to Crimson Kate's lost treasure. Going to the giant spur. All right. Well, this seems like a good place to leave us off. You maintain a not quite spell jamming speed off toward the giant spur in Red Dragon territory.
Oh.
So there we go. You've added another crew member to the party.
Puppy!
A Steam Dog. Congratulations.
Woohoo!
But yeah, hope you all had fun tonight. Those of you watching, hope you had a great time. Glad you got to hang out with us and do stuff. If you like what we're doing and would like to see more of it, we're gonna keep making more of it. But if you'd like to see more of it, even better, feel free to send us a sub or just follow us. We're not a few followers away from 100, so getting to 100 followers would be kind of cool. But yeah, if you have a free sub laying around, or even better yet, one of those Twitch Prime subs that you're not using, those are free for you and they help us out. So if you're not using it, we'd like it. But failing that, feel free to come hang out with us on our Discord, chat some D&D, maybe talk about our games that we're running. The link is there in the chat at the moment, and also we've got some links down below for our social media section. You can come see all of our replays of these on YouTube. Go visit us and hang out with us on Twitter, see what we got on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all those fun places. That's it for this session. We will be doing this again, of course, next week, same time, same schedule. Tomorrow, do we have an official?
Yeah, tomorrow is going to be Tomb of Continuation. That's the plan. Then on next Monday is Halloween, so Descent into Avernus is taking a week off.
Okay.
But after that, our next stream for that Monday game is planned for November the 7th, which will be the following Monday. And then, of course, this campaign will continue next week, as Ben said.
Yep, we're going to have some fun. We're going to go see how some giants built a really tall tower. and maybe see some dragons, because dragon territory.
Dragons.
Can we all
Yay!
D&D likes dragons, right? That's how this works. It's in the name. But anyway, like I said, thanks for hanging out with us, and that'll be it for the evening. Keep looking at the stars. See y'all later.
Bye.